Welcome to a tranquil journey into the captivating myth of Echo and Narcissus. As we embark on this enchanting tale, we invite you to find a serene space where you can unwind, let go of the day's worries, and immerse yourself in the soothing embrace of this timeless story. Echo and Narcissus beckon us into a world of myth and reflection, where the beauty of nature intertwines with the depths of human emotion. It is a tale that teaches us valuable lessons about love, vanity, and the consequences of self-absorption. Before we begin, take a moment to create a peaceful ambiance. Find a comfortable spot, whether it be by a window where gentle sunlight filters through, or perhaps surrounded by the soft glow of candlelight. Allow your body to relax and let the whole world fade away as we step into the realm of ancient Greece. As we embark on this journey, the melodic notes of serene music will accompany the storytelling, gently guiding you into a state of relaxation. Let the gentle rhythms and soothing melodies create an atmosphere of tranquility, setting the stage for a truly immersive experience. Prepare to be captivated by the tale of Echo, whose voice echoes through the forest, and Narcissus, whose obsession with his own reflection consumes him. As the story unfolds, allow your mind to wander and explore the depths of human nature, contemplating the themes of love, self-discovery, and the importance of balance. Close your eyes, breathe in deeply, and surrender yourself to the allure of this ancient myth. Let the words wash over you, transporting you to a place of peace and contemplation. Feel the tension release from your body as the storytelling and ambient sounds harmonize to create a sanctuary of relaxation. As we delve into the myth of Echo and Narcissus, may you find solace, inspiration, and a renewed sense of self-awareness. Embrace this moment of respite, allowing the story to unfold in your mind's eye as you drift into a state of deep relaxation and reflection. Welcome to this serene journey into the world of Echo and Narcissus. Prepare to be transported to a realm where mythology and relaxation converge, inviting you to escape the cares of the day and embrace the magic of storytelling. Now, as you settle into a soothing ambiance, Let the myth of Echo and Narcissus carry you away to a place of tranquility and introspection. May this immersive experience bring you relaxation, contemplation, and a renewed appreciation for the timeless wisdom of ancient myths. Enjoy the journey, and may your mind find peace, your heart find solace, and your spirit find serenity as we delve into the captivating myth of Echo and Narcissus. Echo was a beautiful mountain nymph who was a favorite friend of Artemis, the goddess of the hunt and a special protector of maidens. Echo, friendly and fun-loving, adored talking to her many sisters and friends. Nevertheless, no one ever complained that she talked too much, because Echo was so much fun to be with, and everyone loved her. One of the other nymphs was having a love affair with Zeus, the king of the gods. Often, the couple would meet in a secret glade in the forest, far from the jealous eyes of Hera, Zeus's wife. Echo did not know about the affair, and she did not mind when her friends and sisters asked her to stand guard outside the secret glade. She never even thought to ask them why the glade needed guarding. All that Echo knew was that her sisters and friends warned her that her most important job was to keep Hera away from the glade. Before long, Hera heard rumors that her husband was having an affair, and she became determined to find out which nymph was tempting her husband away. As she entered the forest and neared the glade, Hera saw Echo lounging near a shady group of trees. It was clear to Echo that Hera wanted to enter the glade, and remembering her sister's warning, Echo struck up a friendly conversation with the goddess, trying to distract her. While Echo was busy chatting with Hera, Zeus and his lover heard Hera's unmistakable voice and managed to escape before they could be discovered. When Hera finally insisted on entering the glade and found that her husband had gotten away, she was furious. And even though Echo had played no part at all in Zeus's affair, Hera decided to punish her. In a high, shrill voice, the queen of the gods pronounced, "Young lady, your chattering has done you in, and you'll be punished for it. From this moment forward, the only words you will ever be able to utter will be exactly those words, no more and no less, that other people have said to you first." Echo was very upset. She had not meant to make Hera angry. She had only been helping her sisters and friends. Now she was burdened with an unbearable punishment, especially for someone who loved to talk. It seemed like nothing could be worse than silence or being doomed to repeat someone else's words. Sadly, Echo left the glade, waving silently to her sisters and friends and wondering what she was going to do. Distracted by her thoughts, Echo suddenly found herself near a beautiful pond. There, sitting at the water's edge, was the handsomest young man Echo had ever seen. Desperately, Echo wanted to make conversation with this youth, whose name was Narcissus. But since she had no way to talk to him, the young nymph hid herself behind a tree and watched to see what he was doing. Narcissus was so good-looking that people were constantly falling in love with him at first sight. He was tall and naturally strong, and his curly hair was cut in such a way that it framed his elegant face. Having never seen himself, however, Narcissus had no idea how handsome he was, and he never understood why he received so much attention from those around him. In fact, that very day he had come into the forest trying to get away from all the people who had been gawking at him. Thirsty from his long walk, Narcissus decided to stop at the pond for a drink. As he knelt before the still water, he saw the most beautiful face staring back at him from beneath the wet surface. But when he reached down to touch the beautiful person in the water, the face got blurry and quickly disappeared. Narcissus was so saddened at the disappearance of the beautiful water person that he sat back on the bank and cried. A few minutes later, he looked into the pond. There was the beautiful face, looking back at him. This time, there were sad tears streaming down the handsome face. Narcissus felt sorry for the beautiful water person. He reached into the water to try to comfort him, but once again, the water person disappeared. Suddenly, Narcissus heard a rustling in the leaves behind him. He did not know that Echo was hiding nearby, waiting for her chance to attract his attention. Startled and saddened by the disappearance of the beautiful person in the water, Narcissus called out, "Who's there?" In reply, Echo answered, "Who's there?" Since she could only repeat the youth's words as Hera had commanded her. This was all the conversation she could manage. Echo thought Narcissus was beautiful indeed, and she was beginning to fall in love with him. Ashamed of her inability to speak, however, she remained hidden. Narcissus was surprised to hear his words flung back at him, and he was a little annoyed. Why would anyone be so rude as to repeat the words of someone else? Exasperated, Narcissus turned his attention to the person he saw in the water. Each time Narcissus tried to touch the water, the beautiful person disappeared. Narcissus did not realize that there was no person living beneath the surface of the water, and that he was actually seeing his own reflection. There was only Narcissus sitting on the bank, looking into the pond. As the sun set behind the trees, the youth could no longer see his reflection in the water. Calling out to the person he believed to live under the surface of the pond, Narcissus cried, "Wait, you are so beautiful. I love you." All he heard in reply was the sound of Echo's voice repeating his words from her hiding place among the trees. Narcissus had fallen deeply in love with the person he thought he saw in the water, just as Echo had fallen in love with him. Day after day, the youth and the nymph sat near the pond, Narcissus staring at his reflection and Echo staring at him. Narcissus pined for his appearing and disappearing love, and Echo sat nearby, fists clenched in frustration, wishing she could speak her own thoughts. As time went by, the unhappy lovers forgot to sleep, eat, or drink. So distracted were they by their unfulfilled loves. After some time, Narcissus noticed that the person in the water had grown thin and tired. He did not understand that it was he who was withering away. From her hiding place, Echo could see Narcissus wasting away, but she could not see how equally gaunt she was becoming herself. Day after day, Narcissus became more and more distraught as he sat by the bank of the pond, staring mournfully at the water. One day, overcome with frustration, he called out, "My love, why do you ignore me? Do you not see that I am dying for you?" Hiding in the woods, Echo responded, "My love, why do you ignore me? Do you not see that I am dying for you?" Consumed by his own overwhelming sadness, Narcissus took no notice of the nymph's repetitive answers. He leaned down, clutching at the water, but he could no longer go on. Exhausted, Narcissus died by the water's edge, trying to embrace his mysterious lover. At the moment of his death, the gods took pity on the youth and his misdirected love and turned him into the flower called the Narcissus. Echo, watching her love transform into a beautiful flower before her eyes, wept silently from her hiding place in the forest. Thus, weeping, she died too, leaving only her echoing voice behind. As the myth of Echo and Narcissus reaches its conclusion, we invite you to let the gentle waves of relaxation carry you into a peaceful slumber. This tale has taken us on a journey of self-discovery, love, and the power of reflection. Now, as you close your eyes and let go of the story, allow the soothing melodies and calming sounds to envelope you in a comforting embrace. Feel the weight of the day lift from your shoulders as you surrender to the tranquil whispers of the night. Let the wisdom of Echo and Narcissus seep into your dreams, reminding you of the importance of balance, empathy, and genuine connection with others. May their story inspire you to cherish the beauty of the world around you and to find harmony within yourself. As you drift into sleep, remember that you are worthy of love and acceptance, free from the burdens of vanity and self-obsession. Embrace the stillness, the peace, and the serenity that surrounds you, allowing your mind and body to find complete relaxation. We hope that the tale of Echo and Narcissus has provided you with a moment of tranquility and a gentle reminder of the power of introspection. May your dreams be filled with the echoes of love and the ripples of self-discovery and the serenade of peaceful slumber. Thank you for joining us on this soothing journey into the myth of Echo and Narcissus. We invite you to explore more enchanting stories and relaxing experiences on Urban Sweet Spot's YouTube channel, where serenity and storytelling intertwine. As you drift into the realm of dreams, we wish you a restful night's sleep, filled with the echoes of tranquility and the serenity of peaceful slumber. Good night, and may your dreams be filled with gentle whispers and blissful repose. Sleep well and awaken refreshed, for tomorrow brings new stories, new adventures, and the promise of a brand new day.